passion of video games with the whole wide world. In this live stream, I will be playing Spyro 2 Gateway to Glimmer. So sit back, relax, but as always, and more importantly, enjoy the live stream. If you look here very closely, some gamers may recognize that logo. That is indeed Insomniac's games logo. Insomniac Games made this game. They made Spyro 2, Gateway to Glimmer, and the entire original Spyro the Dragon trilogy way back when on the PlayStation 1. So I'm going to pop this in. Oh, actually, you may have noticed that is Spyro the Dragon in a bathtub. So you could say this is a bathtub stream featuring Spyro the Dragon. Up close and personal look. Got that a couple of years back in a Smith's. Couldn't resist getting it. Couldn't resist not getting it, I should say. Love it. Hope you love it too. I'm going to put it up here. Not sure if I'll actually put on the flash or not. Will I put on the flash? I don't know, it seems a bit dark. There we go. Okay. Ah, the classic PlayStation startup logo brings back so many memories. Sony Computer Entertainment Europe presents Universal Interactive Studios, and of course, developed by Insomniac Games. So this is classic Insomniac Games. Spyro 2, Gateway to Glimmer. Going to create a save block on the memory card. Like the good old PlayStation 1 games. There was no hard drives, there was no SSD drives, there was no cloud storage. You had to get a memory card to save your progress. To be quite honest with you, I actually prefer memory cards because you know where your game saves are at all times. Once to say something goes wrong with the cloud, your save data is gone forever. Once to say your hard drive gets, corrupted. Anyway, long story short, I prefer memory cards. So we're going to select a new game, select a new file, and we're going to get stuck in. We're going to experience some classic Insomniac games with Spyro 2, Gateway to Glimmer. Hello, sheep.
Is this rain ever gonna stop? I've forgotten what the sun looks like. We should go on vacation. Somewhere warm, somewhere sunny. Dragon Shores. Yeah, I haven't been there since we kicked Nasty Nork's butt. How about it, Sparks? You up for a vacation at the beach? Last one there's a Nork.
Is it working, Professor?
Almost. Just a few more adjustments to these orbs and...
Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Bringing a dragon here could just make Rizzo angrier.
Calm
He is.
Is that a problem with that pussycat? Well, someone forgot to invite me to the party. Were you trying to keep something from me? A dragon? You brought a dragon, traveler? I hate dragons! Yeah!
The audio is gone. I think I know what could be causing that. Wacky Wacko, my good friend, as always, you are very, very welcome to Green Hill Gaming. Welcome to my Spyro 2 live stream. Classic Insomniac games. I'll fix this issue in a second, don't worry about that. Spyro 2, interesting. Interesting indeed. Interesting indeed, my good friend. How are you keeping? How's your day going so far? What I may have to do is run the game in its original form. I am playing this game on my PS2 Slim, and what I did originally was I kind of upscaled the game, because on PS2 you can, when you're playing PS1 games, you can go to the PlayStation driver and you can either increase the disk speed and you can increase the texture mapping as well. So I'm going to go for standard each time. I also gave the disc a bit of a wipe. These things happen, you know. These games are they're old. I hate to say it because it makes me feel old. So technical issues will occur when playing retro games. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, it's very interesting because this game was developed by Insomniac Games way back when on the PlayStation 1. They developed the original Spyro the Dragon trilogy. Obviously, Insomniac Games have blew up in recent years, and they are, you know, credited for creating the Marvel Insomniac's Spider-Man series. So they're huge, absolutely huge today, and they create quality blockbuster games. But this is classic Insomniac Games. This is where they where they started out with the Spyro the Dragon trilogy. Doing well, working hard in the house. Glad you're doing well, and I'm glad you're doing some hard work in the house as well. Okay. Fingers crossed we won't run into any more technical difficulties. Now, if you've only played Insomniac Games, recent games, like if you've only played Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Spider-Man 2, you actually will see, you will see, you will see a lot of like Insomniac Games touches in this game, and I'm going to point them out as best I can as we go on, as we play the game. Insomniac also the ones who also made Ratchet and Clank. Correct, they made the Ratchet and Clank series as well, another platformer, a bit like Spyro the Dragon, and they also made the Resistance series as well, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And Giga Chadman, welcome to Green Hill Gaming as always. How are you doing, my friend? How is your day going? Welcome to my Spyro 2 Gateway to Glimmer live stream. Classic Insomniac games. This is where they began in the gaming industry, long before they created the blockbuster Marvel Spider-Man series. Okay, great to have you both in the live stream. Much appreciated. Thank you so much for dropping by this live stream. So hopefully, we won't run into any more technical issues. In the world of dragons. I always get nervous when I'm streaming classic games. I don't know why. I feel like I need to do it justice, that kind of way. Spyro 2, known as Ripto's Rage in America, correct?
Rain ever gonna stop? I've forgotten what the sun looks like. We should go on vacation. Somewhere warm. Somewhere sunny.
Back then, video games had different names depending on the region.
I haven't been there since we kicked Nasty Nork's butt. How about it, Sparks? You up for a vacation at the beach? Left one there's a Nork.
Meanwhile, in the world of Avalar.
Is it working, Professor?
Almost. Just a few more adjustments to these orbs and...
Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Bringing a dragon here could just make Ripto angrier.
Calm down.
So this is Insomniac Games' first attempt at storytelling, and we all know how great they are at storytelling with the fantastic Spider-Man series.
And they spit fire like this. They sound much more dangerous than Ripto.
That's exactly the point. A dragon is our only chance of stopping Ripto, and you know it.
It's working. It's working. I've got a dragon. Whoa, rough landing.
And this is where Insomniac Games
Hi,
created,
which way's the
like,
beach? Hey, stop staring. Haven't you guys ever seen a dragon before?
You're a dragon?
You got a problem with that pussy
like
cat?
iconic characters that are full of life, personality, humor.
Well, someone forgot to invite me to the party. Trying to keep something from me. A dragon? You brought a dragon to Avalar? I hate dragons! Ow! Crush! Kill it! Kill it! Ow! You imbecile! You ate my scepter! I'll deal with you later!
Who is that jerk?
That was Ripto, and you have to get rid of him. He's causing all sorts of trouble around here, but I haven't got time to explain. Here, take this magic guide to Avalon. It'll help you begin to understand our world. Right now, I have to follow Ripto and see what he's up to. I'll meet you in Summer Forest, okay?
Hey, wait a minute. How do we get ourselves into these messes, pal?
So we are quite literally witnessing the birth of Insomniac Games. Their amazing storytelling, their iconic, funny, charming, memorable characters that are just full of life. And of course, worlds in which you can explore, discover, worlds in which you can collect various items. There's even side stuff to do. This is literally, as I said, this is the beginnings of Insomniac Games. Hello, Nicole. Welcome, as always, to Green Hill Gaming. How are you doing, my friend? This is a special live stream because I'm playing Spyro 2, Gateway to Glimmer, classic Insomniac games. You are honored to be able to witness the birth of Insomniac Games. This is where it all began for them. This is where it all began. Yeah, I mean, both names make sense. Ripto Rage is meant the mentioning of Ripto being the main villain, correct, of the game, and Gateway to Glimmer makes sense, and Spyro did enter into the Gateway of Glimmer. Yeah, it's interesting because back then, depending on your region, the name of the game would be different. So here it is. We're in the first world. It's the guidebook. So we can go into the guidebook here. So here we are in World 1, Summer Forest, and you can see the rate of completion right now when you began, so it's 0%. So in this world, you will come across portals that will take you to different levels, but there's also gems to collect and lots of other stuff to collect as well, and side stuff to complete as well. Sound familiar? Because you can do all that in Insomniac's Spider-Man series as well. I don't remember which Spyro game I played back then. Maybe it's this. You wouldn't know. I played them all. I played the original trilogy. You should get Spider-Man on PS1. I should actually. I should track that down actually. But right now, this is about Insomniac games, Chad. This is about Insomniac games. So you can see him collecting gems. This is how I play it. Spyro the Dragon series. I collect all the gems, save all the dragons, complete all the side quests before I move on to the next level, which is exactly how I play Insomniac games, recent games, the Spider-Man series.
Hi, Spyro! Welcome to Glimmer! Unfortunately for us, a mob of lizards just showed up and started stealing all of our gems. Can you stop them?
This is the first time that Insomniac games introduced a threat of lizards before we have the lizard in Spider-Man. Have to get that in there. Have to get that in there. So Spyro can charge by holding down square. He can shoot out or spit out flame by pressing circle. And of course, I'm going backwards because I get nervous when I'm streaming classic games because they're classic. They're gems. Pardon the pun. And I want to feel like I'm doing it justice. And I also want to feel like I'm doing Insomniac games justice as well, because they truly are amazing developers, and they did start with humble beginnings. You know, I feel. But even though they started with humble beginnings, like I mean, Spyro along with Crash Bandicoot were like two of PlayStation's biggest mascots back then. I know we have like Spider-Man is also one of PlayStation's biggest mascots, as well as Kratos, of course. So back then, Insomniac created a mascot for PlayStation, and now they also have a mascot for PlayStation. So you can see him exploring this open area. I know it's not as open as Insomniac's latest games, Spider-Man and Miles Morales and Spider-Man 2, but you gotta remember this is PS1 tech. But nonetheless, like you can see the DNA of Insomniac games, exploring an open area, collecting stuff, discovering the world, you know, battling enemies. And as I mentioned, you know, at the start of the live stream, you know, you get to see like storytelling, including like characters who have like personality, like unique personalities, and they're funny, they're charming, they're memorable. You know, they really do stand out. They're striking. And all these years later, like I mean, obviously Spyro is the main character, and you know he's really like funny. Like I mean, he does have like some funny dialogue in the game, and all these years later, he is loved. Like he is a much loved character. That's why we got the Spyro Reignited trilogy, the remasters of the first three games. And I mean, he would remind you. I'm just going to say it. Like I mean, he would, as well as Ratchet and Clank, but all of Insomniac games' main characters are always like you always. I'm going backwards again. You always remember them. So it's a bit like in Spider-Man, like it's Peter Parker and even Miles Morales as well. You can glide as well by holding down. So you jump first and then you hold down X. I'm talking like no one knows Spyro, but I'm pretty sure all of you lovely people in the live stream know and love Spyro the Dragon as much as I do.
Hi, Spyro. I'm a friend of Alora's, and she's asked me to help you out. Whenever you find me, I'll remember your progress like this. That sap means that if you get into trouble, I'll return you to this place. See you around.
Now up ahead is Moneybags, and he is a very like iconic you know, a classic character in the Spur of the Dragon series, and he's well loved as well. He's well perceived as well.
We gem cutters are a bit too short to climb these ladders. Looks like you are too. After you learn to climb, come back to Glimmer to see me.
I can glide. Thanks, Chad. I'm downloading some games in the background. What games are you downloading? Come across any good ones? Any gems? Okay, let's talk the money bags.
Ah, you must be the dragon everyone is talking about. Well, dragon or not, I'm afraid there is a small fee to open the bridge. It will cost you 100 of your gems to cross.
I'll come back to you.
You'll have to pay up sooner or later. It's the only way across.
Hades and Bloodstained Ritual of the Night and Sale. I might get Among Us for $3. Hades is a well perceived game. I don't know about Bloodstained Ritual that much of the night. How much were they? I was lucky enough to get Among Us for free actually, because I had Nintendo Gold points. I'm not sure if we can actually glide across there yet. No. Also, he's talking about the bridge. I'm so like, I'm not with it at all. When I pay Moneybags 100 gems, he will create a bridge. Okay, maybe I should just give him the 100 gems and he'll open the bridge for me.
Back again, eh? And with plenty of treasure, I see.
Bloodstained was made by the creator of Castlevania, Symphony of the Night. I didn't know that. Nice.
Thank you, Mr. Dragon. Spyro, was it? You can now use the bridge whenever you want, free of charge. I hope we meet again, when you have even more gems.
Yeah, I bet you do, you greedy bastard.
To get a good look around, hold down the triangle button. Try using triangle to look around this cave.
So certain enemies you need to defeat them by using your flame. Other enemies, then you need to use your charge. Oh crap. The OLED Mario Kart 8 bundle got leaked for Black Friday. Oh yeah, it was rumoured there a couple of days ago, but now it's been like officially leaked. Not sure if I can glide over there yet. No, I say it's too high. God, you run away from me, did you? Have you played the Game Boy Advance? I have. I have fond memories of getting that actually. I got season of I think it was season of fire, because it was two. There was seasons of fire and there was season of ice. I think I got the season of fire one, right? It was a really cool, like probably one of my first like major like handheld experiences, because like it was Spyro the Dragon like in my hand. Like up until that point, I was only playing it on console. So yeah, it was a pretty cool moment, right? Like.
These little lizards have eaten my entire crop of gems. I've tried hitting them with rocks, but they're too fast for me. You can try using one of my rocks. If you have any questions, just ask me.
Ah,
Nice shooting. Follow
thank
me to the
you.
next lizard.
Let's see. So you can see here on the right hand corner is your guidebook. So there's actually 400 gems in this world. I actually haven't played much of Spyro 2 back in the day. I was Spyro 1 and Spyro 3. I don't even think I actually played Spyro 2 at all. I tracked this game down a good couple of years ago in a retro store, but I don't think I actually had. I don't think I actually had this game originally. Shocking, isn't it? So how is everyone today? What's going on in your world? I don't have any rocks. Do I? Oh god. I don't think the game is too healthy. Oh god. This magic portal next to me will take you to the Summer Forest, one of the home worlds of Alabama.
Great! The super flat power-up is active, and you can restart our gem lamps. Flame all the lamps quickly, and the big gem lamp will light. The power-up will give you enough magic to fly for a short time.
So you can see there, this is a side quest essentially, which you can see in Spider-Man 2. So the fact that like Insomniac games like DNA is still so present and active. Oh god. 6 of them there. Oh, shit. Oh god, come on. That was lucky. Thanks for helping me light the lamps, Spyro. A fairy gave me this orb, but I like gems better. You take it instead. That's one of 3 orbs that you can collect in this world. Okay, let me just try to fix this. And it's crazy because back in the day, like on PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2, you could literally just open the disc tray, give your disc a wipe, put it back in, and it would actually fix the issue. Oh god, if only we could do that today. Jesus Christ. Wouldn't that be something else? Well, sometimes it works anyway. Let's try again.
You can spin pretty far, Spyro. See if you can spin all the way to that lizard.
There we go. Whistle's back. Ah, shit, I'm pretty sure I can get up there. Wait, I just fly up there, can't I? I am half asleep today. Oh shit. Ah, I didn't want to go in there. I went in there by accident. Thanks, chat.
Oh no. Oh, hello. We didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves before. My name is Alora.
Hi, I'm Spyro. What are you, some kind of goat?
I'm a fawn, you dork.
Oh, sorry.
Did you meet the gym cutters in Glimmer?
Yeah, they gave me a souvenir too. They called it a talisman.
They gave you a talisman?
What? Is it special? I just stuck it in the guidebook you gave me.
There are 14 talismans in Avalar, and they are all magical. If you can collect enough of them, they can be used to defeat Riptail. Hunter, where have you been?
I, got a little lost.
Spyro's going to help us collect the talisman.
I am?
It's crazy to think his name was Hunter. Now I know that Hunter from Spider-Man is back in the 1950s, 60s, I think. He was in the first Spider-Man comic. But it's nonetheless though, it's crazy to hear Hunter when you're playing so much Spider-Man 2, like.
You can keep them in your guidebook.
Hey, I could do that. Why doesn't the dragon just torch Ripto?
Hunter, you can't even keep track of your running shoes. How can we trust
I'm literally
you with
taking off my
the
shoes
talisman?
as he talks about shoes. How crazy is that?
If you come across any orbs, they're important too, but I'll tell you about them later.
Okay, no problem. I'll collect a few talismans, give Ripto the old hot foot, and be in Dragon Shores by lunchtime.
I need to go back to the main world because I'm not finished yet. This is how I play my games, my Spyro games, Insomniac games. Collect everything, then move on. I'd say it's time we got a new Ratchet and Clank game. Actually, I'm just thinking because we got a sequel to. Well, yeah. I got confused. Never mind. But still, it would be nice to see a sequel to Ratchet and Clank. Nice.
Hi, Spyro!
I know you told me already. I got lost a lot in these games. I get lost a lot in any game, to be honest. Wait a second. Where's the
These little lizards have eaten my entire...
Well, I got him ready, didn't I? Oh shit! When you go back out, the counter resets. I gotta follow him.
You can spit pretty far! I hit that lizard!
Ah, I missed. Too high. I'll be getting that new Ghostbusters game the end of the month. It has cross-play with other platforms. That's the multiplayer. Oh, wait a second. No, I'm thinking of the PSVR 2 game. Never mind. What's the one? What's the other one? What is it any good? Ah, too high again. I was gonna get the one on PSVR 2, but it's just multiplayer centered, and it turned me off, to be honest with you. Gotcha. Okay, where to next? What was that? What's he got? Jesus. What? Oh, you can pick it up. Oh, okay. Where is it fucking? Where is it? I didn't pick it up, did I? Did I pick it up? Where is it? Wait, I'm confused. Who am I going after? Oh, there it is. And where's he gone? Come back, I can't see you. Get one more left. Oh, how'd you get up there? Ah, shit. That's me going anyway. I'm lost. Damn it, you confused me. Fuck. How did you get up there? I don't know how to get up there. You stand on here? Oh, that would be cool. Oh, there we go. Where is he? Jesus, okay. Ah, gotcha.
Yay! You saved
Yeah,
my
indeed.
mom from Jess and the lizards. Here, some girl with West Front here today.
Holy shit, what the fuck was that? Okay. So how many gems do I have now? I have I don't have much more gems to go. Okay. So let's just pretend for a second that this is Spider-Man 1 or Miles Morales Spider-Man 2, which is Insomniac games, and there's the recent games. Let's imagine that we open up the map of New York. The other way you would see various things to do, various side stuff to do, various things to collect. There's no map in Spyro, but nonetheless, like it tells you like how many gems there, how many orbs there, and you can collect talismans as well. So like it tells you like where. Oh, actually, I got that talisman. Actually, is that a talisman, or is it just like telling me? Okay, never mind. But because when you go back out of the world and go back in again, you have to do something different. But anyway. Shit. Right. Okay. Where's the thing that makes me fly? I can't seem to fly now anymore. Oh, is it over here? It is. I think, yeah. Nice. Fuck. Ah! Almost made it there. So I need to use the look. Need to use the glide. Look, we're going backwards. As always. Poor lady, lady. Okay. Some people call them ladybirds. Other people call them ladybugs. I'll just call them whatever, depending on the day. Come on, you fucker. Damn it. Oh, yes. Finally. Oh, what the hell is... Oh. I see. Shit. Okay. But how gonna... That's gonna... I'm not gonna be able to manage to do it. Look. Okay. I need to fly, but like, I'm not gonna be able to get that far. And light up those things. That's gonna be a challenge. Are you fucking serious? I have to do all that in one go. What? There's just two out of... I'm pretty sure I got... The hell? 3. Well, if I leave here, will I reset or something? What the hell is going on? 'Cause I'm not going to be able to... Look, it's gone away. Wait, I'm missing something here. Surely... There's no way, like, that I'd be able to... The fuck? It's still saying 1 out of 6, so well, how is it? Oh, I'm at 0 now. Yeah, that is tricky. Unless... Oh, I can see it. I have to get up there.
We gem cutters are a bit too...
Too short. Wait a second. After we learn to climb... Oh, I haven't climbed yet. Okay. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Okay. Wait. Save them again. I think that's everything. I'll have a look around. See if I miss any enemies. But I think that's all I really want to show on this live stream. Just really wanted to show classic Insomniac games. With Spyro 2, Gateway to Glimmer. not really trying to like do a walkthrough of the game or speed run or anything like that. Just want to show like the birth, the beginnings of Insomniac games. I actually did this before. Actually, I actually made a stream like this before, but I wanted to do it again because playing so much of Spider-Man 2, and I just every time I just like hold the box in my hand and see like Insomniac Games logo on it, it just takes me back. Like, um, and it's also pretty cool because you can just see like Insomniac Games like DNA like all over this game, like the side stuff, the collecting, the funny kind of like iconic characters just have their own like personality, and it's very like it's very like Spider-Man. I mean, Spider-Man has characters that you can kind of like you can connect to, and not so much. Well, yeah, it's definitely Spider-Man too. I know like this is a platformer, but it's still like Spyro is very like iconic. Like he's a well loved character all these years um, later. This is actually my first time playing this game properly. I think I played the remaster, the Reignited Trilogy version of Spyro 2. But I didn't have this game when it originally came out. How does it hold up to the remastered? Obviously it's aged. Definitely in terms of camera control, you can't use R3 to move the camera. You actually have to hold down R1 and L1. So obviously R1 will move the camera right, and L1 will move the camera left. And to get a kind of a view around like that, you have to hold down triangle. So yeah, it's definitely aged. Um, I mean, think visually, for me, it's all right. Um, but I think yeah, definitely the area of I actually got up here after I used the glider. But yeah, yeah, I would say in the area of camera controls, it's definitely aged. Definitely, I would say the remastered trilogy is definitely the best version to play. I would say. When do you think there will be a new one? Hopefully soon. I know it's going to be interesting with the whole um, like the fact that like Activision have been acquired now by um, Microsoft. It's going to make things interesting. But considering that Microsoft continue to release Minecraft on Nintendo Switch, and it actually makes the most revenue on Switch as well. And don't call me Nintendo fanboy for playing it. I don't even play Minecraft. I'm just quoting a fact. You can look it up if you don't believe me. They also released Cuphead on Switch before PlayStation. They released their other Xbox Studios platformer. What's that thing? Ori and the Forest or something. And I think there was another one as well. Actually, there was another platformer that was made by Xbox Studios as well. So like Nintendo have a very strong relationship with Microsoft, and like Phil Spencer has spoken about that. Doug Bowser has spoken about that. It's common knowledge that Nintendo and Microsoft have a huge relationship, and they continue to release their kid-friendly games on Nintendo consoles, the games I mentioned. So I wouldn't imagine that they would make Spur the Dragon exclusive to Xbox. It's not exactly like they would be losing out on so much revenue if they did that. Um, so I can't see Spur being exclusive to Xbox. You know, Phil Spencer will play it on Switch. He probably will, to be honest with you. All controls are actually very, very crazy. Lads, thanks so much for being a part of this live stream. It's much appreciated. It is normally I'm going to have a look around here and see that I miss anything. I really wanted to put this stream together just to show classic Insomniac games and show their birth, and so you can instantly recognize that this is actually you can't not instantly, but if you look deep enough, you can recognize that this is Insomniac games. I mean, as I mentioned, like funny, charming characters, storytelling, exploration, collectibles, side stuff, all of that is so present in this game. So yeah, so it wasn't put together for a walkthrough or a guide or anything like that. Just wanted to like show people a time before Spider-Man and even Ratchet and Clank. Like this is the beginnings of Insomniac games, and it's always nice to go back to the beginnings of a company or a series that's just like so big. In this case, a series. I mean, as I mentioned earlier in the live stream, Insomniac games are huge. They're arguably one of the best and biggest game developers in the industry today because, I mean, Spider-Man 2 is Game of the Year contender. Could very well win Game of the Year. And obviously before that you had Miles Morales, and you had the original Insomniac Spider-Man, Ratchet and Clank, of course, Resistance on PS3. Um, so Insomniac games have become such a huge presence in the gaming industry. I mean, right now everyone is talking about and playing Spider-Man 2, and the company that made this game made Spider-Man 2. So yeah, it's just nice to kind of go back to where it all began for Insomniac games, see their humble beginnings, and as I mentioned as well, just you can kind of see, their charm, in this game. You know, I know I kind of over-explain things a lot. I repeat myself a lot. I wonder what Call of Duty will Nintendo get. Well, if the rumors are correct about the Switch 2, um, then I would imagine we're going to get a very on par Call of Duty um, on Switch. If the rumors are not true and like Nintendo Switch 2 is like significantly underpowered, um, then we'd probably get like remasters of Call of Duty on Switch. Give me a remaster of Black Ops 1 and I'm all over it. Even Black Ops 2 actually. Couldn't give a fuck about Black Ops 3, and after that, it just doesn't interest me the fucking slightest. In fact, really, the only Call of Duty games that really engaged me were Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and I would say Ghosts. Other than that, I've just not really pushed too much about Call of Duty to be honest with you. I think I'm done with this area for now. Um, as I mentioned as well earlier, this is actually my first time playing this properly. I didn't own it originally. I kind of have a weird kind of when it comes to PlayStation series. Well, it's the same with Resident Evil. Obviously, I started with the first one, but then I played Part 3 before Part 2. And that's what happened with Spyro as well. I had Spyro 1, then I played Spyro 3, Year of the Dragon. But all these years later, I actually tracked down Spyro 2. It's weird, isn't it? It's funny, like. There's actually not many PlayStation Studios um, developers that actually have such a kind of like a legacy. That have been around for so long. Um, to be honest with you, like Polyphonic, is that what they're called? The developers of the Gran Turismo series. Obviously, they are around as long as Insomniac games. So pretty much like when you look at the Insomniac Spider-Man series and Gran Turismo, you're looking at classic PlayStation right there, because this is Insomniac games. This is what they created way back when on the original PS1, and of course, like Gran Turismo speaks for itself as well. So yeah, I mean obviously a Naughty Dog as well. What am I saying? Naughty Dog are, what the hell am I saying? I can't believe I actually missed Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog were creating Crash Bandicoot alongside Spyro the Dragon, and now they're creating like The Last of Us and Uncharted. So like you really like, for people who kind of like would say like, oh, PlayStation has like lost its charm, or I don't know why the fuck people would say that, but I'm just like, I don't know, if people just think that like the legacy of PlayStation is not present, then they're wrong, because as I mentioned, you have Polyphonic Games that are still around, Naughty Dog that are still around, Insomniac Games still around. These three companies pretty much established PlayStation. Gran Turismo, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon. Those were the games people were playing way back when on PS1. Those are the games that sold well and basically established a brand for PlayStation. So it's nice to be able to acknowledge. This is what I'm doing basically. Just to acknowledge like the legacy of PlayStation. You won't see Jim Ryan doing these fucking streams because he doesn't care about old games. He feels people don't want to play these old games. Well, I fucking do, because it's nice to respect the origins of Insomniac games, and to see where it all began for them. And yeah, it's just nice to be able to do that from time to time. I mean, it's like if you're a wrestling fan and your favorite wrestler is Undertaker, and you watch like Undertaker's like debut match like every now and again and see where it all started for him. Or if you were into movies and your Tom Cruise was your favorite actor, you'd go back and you'd watch movies like Top Gun and the original Mission Impossible. That's what this stream is. It's acknowledging and respecting and appreciating the origins. I mean, if people like Spider-Man 2 so much, and they do, then maybe like acknowledge like their humble beginnings. And it makes perfect sense as well that PlayStation would like acquire Insomniac Games because they've always had a strong relationship with PlayStation. I think I'm done with this world for now until I learn how to climb. But it's just so nice to play this game. Insomniac Games developed all those years ago, because for a lot of like younger game developers, like they mightn't even like know who Insomniac Games are, and they mightn't even take notice of the developer. They just say the PlayStation. They would just like, if they're playing Spider-Man 2, like, they would just say, like, oh, PlayStation made this, PlayStation made this, PlayStation made this. But like they probably wouldn't know much about Insomniac Games, and if they knew like if they knew that Insomniac Games made the game, they'd probably just like say, oh, they're the people that make Spider-Man, which is true. But they also made Spyro the Dragon, this game, way back when. And this is where it began. This is where Insomniac Games started. So yeah, I know I over-explain things and I repeat myself a lot, but I'm always conscious that I feel like I don't do things justice. I feel like I'm not doing this justice. That's why I continue to repeat myself. But I suppose basically what I would say as well is like Insomniac Games didn't just appear out of nowhere and make Marvel Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales and Marvel Spider-Man 2. They're not like an up and coming developer, that was acquired by PlayStation. Like Spider-Man wasn't their first series. Like they have a long story. They've been on a long journey, and it began on the original PlayStation 1 back in the 90s with the Spyro the Dragon, original Spyro the Dragon trilogy. And it's not like it was kind of like, it's not like they don't make these kind of games anymore and they're a different type of Insomniac games. Because if you think of it, Naughty Dog's changed dramatically, because Naughty Dog doesn't create any platformers anymore. They just create games like Uncharted and The Last of Us. But what's interesting about Insomniac Games is they continue making platformers and they continue making games that have worlds that you can explore and you can collect things in, and they've got characters that are funny and charming and iconic, because they continue making Ratchet and Clank. And if you play like Spider-Man, you see like the characters like Peter Parker, like it's funny. No, Peter Parker, I know like Peter Parker is Peter Parker. Like Insomniac Games didn't create Peter Parker. Like Stan Lee in Marvel created Peter Parker. He's always been funny. He's always had one-liners. But I'm just saying it just fits with Insomniac Games and what they are. I already have this talisman. Well, that's good to know. Thank you. So I'm going to save my progress. I may return to this in another live stream. I'm going to continue to show some classic Insomniac games. I also have the first Spyro the Dragon game, and of course I do have the remade trilogy as well. But I kind of feel like it's best to kind of play the original, so you can see like the real like birth of Insomniac games. So what can I say in closing? Can I pull something else out of the hat that I haven't already said, that I haven't already over explained? I suppose I would kind of like, I suppose I would aim, if I had a target audience for this live stream, it would most definitely be Generation Z, particularly like very, very young Generation Z. I know that Spider-Man 2 has an age rating of 16 because of one particular moment. Actually, I actually uploaded. I was going to say, well, it is for anyone listening and you haven't completed Spider-Man 2 yet, or you haven't gotten very far into it, spoiler incoming. So you've got like 10 seconds to like leave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think. Run. So when Venom makes an appearance, which is one of the greatest moments in the game, actually, he's got such a fantastic debut. He basically beheads Hunter. He eats his head. I think that is the reason why that game got a 16 rating, in my personal opinion. Um, that shocked me quite simply. Anyway, so even though Spider-Man 2 has a 16 age rating, like a lot of young people will be picking up that game for the first time. So my target audience with this live stream would be that audience, and I just think it would be pretty cool for them to see just how long that the developers of Spider-Man 2 and Insomniac Games have been around, and the kind of games that they've created, and they might be able to spot um, like the DNA of Insomniac Games and say, oh, this seems familiar. Like, the collecting of the gems feels like collecting spider bots, and doing these side things reminds me of like the side stuff you can do in Spider-Man 2, and just the overall like humor of the game as well. Yeah, just to kind of get people aware, younger people aware of the humble beginnings of the developers of their of a game that they enjoy playing today. So it's nice. It's like the slogan of WWE, then now forever. It's just gaming is a massive like into kind of like to kind of, even though if you haven't been there from the beginning, like just to be able to, that's what the stream is to be able to show people um the history of gaming. Yeah. So with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching the live stream. Much appreciated, and I will catch you next time on Green Hill Gaming. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.